Round 3 sees us playing against Red-Blue Colossus, which is also a deck that's kind of made a comeback since the ban-ins, and I expect this to actually be a thing going forward. You know, hopefully we'll even see some this weekend. Or I guess you guys would have seen it already once you're seeing this on Monday. So we have a pretty great hand. It gives us just things to do all throughout the game. We even have enough energy to make 2 early Virtuosos when he comes down right away. So, you know, his start clearly shows that he's on metalwork, so we're just trying to get pressure through fast. Unfortunately, he does have a Sky Sovereign, which actually is just gonna stop us right in our tracks for now. So we're just gonna throw threats onto the table. So he sacks his archive, taps out, and decides to attack us, which we can count, and we attack for lethal. So boarding in, we want negates, we want appetite for the unnatural, and I actually bring in the key in the Sky Sovereign as well. Cutting our small removal. We're gonna leave in, and I don't even bring in the harness. I just leave the 2, and I don't know if this is right or wrong. It can let us tag a Sky Sovereign if it gets activated, but which is just a really fringe situation. But I just assume he's gonna have Glint Nests and the 3/2 that mixes artifacts cost less. Going into game 2. Our hand is okay, but when the servant gets killed, it gives us a point where we're going to be covering out a little awkwardly. He does, which he does, and we can't even, we just try to get the haste threats since the Crane can stop our Whirly Virtuoso, and we don't have a, we're not threatening to have a Verdurous Hulk anytime soon. So this is our last turn to get anything really established, and you know, we get in, we have this huge stockpile of energy, but we don't have a way to punch through, and so, you know, Colossus number 1, fetching Colossus number 2. He does activate his Caravan, and you know, clearly we're gonna block. He's tapped out, and unfortunately he doesn't attack, but our Cal would have just eaten that for free. Fortunately, we're not that lucky. So we're in chump block every turn territory, which is just not where we need to be, because we're the deck that wants to be turning sideways every turn. Once the threats dry up, that's all we can do, and we have no choice but to go to game 3. However, game 3, so we get this hand that's a little strange. We have Long Tusk Cub. We just really need Long Tusk Cub to not die in the 1 turn, and it survives. So it gets to be our solo threat, and we have these negates to stifle him from really getting his artifact mana count high, which, you know, it can just do its Tarmogoyf impression while we get our first few turns to just keep attacking. So we do have a pretty key top deck with this Servant. This lets us play around him having, you know, because it gives us a couple of activations, so we can play around that harness lightning, but still be able to make our Cub bigger. So he digs, he doesn't find anything, and we get the match. Stay tuned for round 4.